Hello everybody, this is Terry Jeanette with the Tapping Flamingo, and in today's video we're going to create a piece using the 2021 Pantone Colors, which are yellow and gray. So the beads I picked out for this project are some gray agate, just various colors of gray. Some of them have little striations through them, others are plain. And then I've also got some yellow crackle agate. I love yellow. And I think this is going to really be a pretty piece. And then, of course, we've got to add a little bit of bling. Look at these crystals. Aren't they pretty? And I thought they would really go well with the gray and the yellow. They're gray, but they also have, I see a little bit of yellow in those crystals too. So these are going to make a really pretty piece. And then for the clasp, I'm just going to use this little simple toggle here. Let's get to creating. So the first thing I want to do is just lay out the beads. And I started with the gray beads first. And I kind of want to just look at them and see the different shades and striations that are in them. Because later on, once I get it laid out how I want it, I might want to change things around a little bit. By the way, I just want to let y'all know this is not a tutorial, but rather a kind of a thought process of how I go about creating. I have a lot of people who ask me, you know, how do you come up with your pieces? And so I am sharing how I do that. So the next thing I want to do is lay out some of the yellow. And I want to make sure that I get yellow in here. We have a lot of beads that are not really yellow. Some of them are more white. And I'll be using those, but I want to make sure that I use the ones that are like very yellow. So we're going to pick those out first. And I'm just going to put them in between. One thing too, like this one's pretty cool. It has white and then the yellow on it. I might want that more up front here. Front and center a little bit. But I'm just going to go ahead and lay these out. Something else I also want to make sure I put in here so I don't forget them are these tiny little silver tone seed beads. I always like to end with something like this before I put the bead caps on and the toggle. I think it just finishes off the piece. And I've also got my little rings here I'm going to use later on. All right, now for the bling. So I'm thinking, do I want to put like bling bling? Like put enough to have on each side here? Let's see what it looks like. Or I could just maybe do one crystal every so often here. I'm not sure I like this as much as I do like this. To me, this is more like, oh, wait, what is that? Is that a little bit of shine there? This is like, whoa, that's a lot of shine. And I just kind of want a hint of shine. So I've got them, let's see. Since I started on this side, I'm going to continue on. So I have them after the gray beads. All right, so I've got them all laid out, but I want to make sure that I have them crystal yellow gray in that pattern. And I actually see a boo-boo right here. So I have crystal yellow gray. Oh, got to switch these. Okay, crystal yellow gray, crystal yellow gray. Okay, so I'm ending with that, and then I have these little silver, I don't know where my other one went. There it is. And so it looks like we're probably going to have about, once I get the clasp on it, it's probably going to be right about a 17 and a half, 18-inch necklace, and that is perfect. So let me string these up, and then I'll be back with the finished product. I'm loving how this turned out. I think the yellow and the gray work very well together. And you know, when I think about it, we've actually had yellow and gray in our home furnishings for quite some time. My daughter and her husband, they just bought a house, and that's what they've been decorating their new home in. I have a comforter that I've had probably for a good 4 years that's gray and yellow. And I love that piece. It's gorgeous. So let me take you on a tour of what we did here. So I first laid out some gray agate that I had, and I kind of rearranged them a little bit because some of them have a little more interest in them than others. This one's still pretty interesting. They all have their own little personality. This one is a little bit more plainer. This one's got a little bit more dark in it. But I rearranged them so I like the aesthetics of them. Then I took some yellow crackle agate and I did the same thing. I put them in between all the gray agate and kind of rearranged them how I liked them. And then these crystals, I really think these make the piece stand out tremendously. They have a little bit of a gray tone to them, but they pick up the yellow quite nicely. And then I use this toggle clasp. It kind of reminds me of maybe some leaves. And we have this gorgeous piece. And this is what the piece looks like on. Pretty simple, but yet it does make a statement. I actually made a second piece to go along with this. In 2021, chains and layering is going to be something else that's very big. And so I made this necklace by just wiring a gray oyster shell. And I actually have a tutorial on how to do this. And then I put it on a chain. I think it makes a great companion piece. Do you like the colors of yellow and gray? Are you going to be wearing them? I know I'm going to be. I hope you give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. But most of all, y'all have a wonderful day. This is Terry Jeanette with the Tapping Flamingo signing out for now. Bye-bye.